Welcome to Di Di's Crafty Corner. My name is Diane, and I'm so glad you stopped by.
Hi guys, today we're going to be making a card, but we're going to be pulling stuff out of our stash, right? See these two card fronts? I made these, both of them, about a year and a half ago, right? I used some distress oxide inks and I made a rainbow, and then I cut out some circles with the rainbow and used the stencil that was left over from that to make all these dots, right? I added the water and made them into cards and then did absolutely nothing with them. I might have even made a video about it, but I didn't actually make a card with them. I just stuck them in my pile of my card bases and let them sit there. And so today we're going to do something with them. So my idea was to pull from my images, right? I wanted to go with the colors that would go with this rainbow, and I found this little frog. Now, I don't know who I got this frog from, but he came to me in Happy Mail. I remember that, and I colored him with Spectrum Norm markers. So that's what I remember. He is in a big, huge white bin, absolutely full of colored images. So we're going to use them today. I've got a couple of black circles. One is the exact size, and that was because I cut out the wrong size. So we're going to pop this little guy up. I wanted to put a black background behind him to kind of match the card. I'm using the Barely Arts glue. Is that what it's called? I think it's Barely Arts glue. I'm in the squeaky chair again, doing a voiceover because the microphone was not on the entire time I did this video. I have had really, it's been challenging the last couple of days doing videos, but you know what? I'm not giving up. I am having a ball. So again, use that stuff, get it out, touch it, feel it, show it to you. Here are those Hero Art stamp and cuts. Remember those? I've got all of them. I store them two at a time, right? So this is the hello, and the sentiment from it that says, I miss you. I think it says, I miss you. And I took out the smallest block I could find. Again, haven't used that in about 10 years because, you know, the Misty. I don't know. But I'm actually, I'm okay with it. That is not even. It's not going to be even. Spoiler alert. I'm going to do it 3 times and I'm going to end up using one of them. But from where my head was, I just couldn't see to get it high enough. And I even thought if I turned this piece of paper upside down, which you're going to see, maybe I would get it better. No, it was worse. Absolutely worse. Ta-da! So I'm going to use the middle one. Decided. Just that quick. I'm going to use the middle one. So with this, I'm just going to cut it with a pair of scissors. That's all. I'm just going to snip it. And again, I am off camera for this. I do apologize. Just barely in camera. I'm really trying to stay in focus, completely in focus. But again, my biggest thing about this is to film all year long this year and to use things in my craft room to bring it out. Now, the fact that circle was there exactly was bothering me. It looked like the card had a hole in it or something. I really like it on the polka dot card. I really like it a lot, but I did not like the hello on there. To me, the hello was making it too busy. Yet I wanted there to be a sentiment because I want to use this card. I want to send it out, right? So I decided that I would go on the other card with this, although I really have to tell you, I liked it on the polka dots a lot. Also polka dots on this one, but this is kind of where I'm going with it. So I'm wanting that hello to kind of circle around the circle a little bit, and the miss you we're going to end up putting right below the circle. All right, so we're going to pop it up. Again, just to add a little dimension, I am going to be sending this to someone, but I don't mind it. I don't mind if things are popped up and I got to pay a little extra in shipping. I don't mind it. I still got a little bit of a cough. All right, let's see. I did, good. I put it down a little lower because I remembered I wanted to do that hello. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and clean the glue nozzle. I cannot tell you how many times I have gone to squirt my glue a little bit on these tiny little sentiments and had it just bubble up everywhere. So I'm very cautious to always just check the top of that bottle and make sure that it's not going to squirt everywhere. So this hello is already curved a little bit. It looks great around circles or ovals, it really does. It looks fantastic. And I wanted it to be just a little more dramatic. So I'm holding it with my glue just a little bit, right? That O is going to drive me crazy. So we're going to come back and I'm going to push it down and then hold it again. And then I'm going to be happy. There we go. That's all it took to make me happy. The I miss you, we're going to put underneath this little turtle, right? I just think that by putting it instead of to the side and putting it right underneath the little turtle, it's going to make your eye not really notice all the white space on top, right, of the I miss you. So I am going to pop it up. So we're going to use some of those little bitty tiny squares from scrapbook.com. We use the larger ones on the back of the circle. And I'm only going to use 3 of them. And then I'm going to attempt to slide it underneath that circle, not realizing that they are both the same height. That's going to happen here in just a second. I know this because I'm doing a voiceover because the mic did not turn on. I've got a new mic and it works really when it wants to. See, not going to happen. I'm going to try to make it. And then I'm going to remember, oh, you silly goose, just put some glue on the back. It'll happen in just a minute. I do think it looks better here, though. Really, I do. See, now I've decided, okay, let's just do this. That way I know I can slide it in there the way I want it, and I'll be happy with it. So, there you go. Look at it. You can move it around. Yep. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I wanted to do a few embellishments to it. I wanted to spruce it up a little bit. I thought about doing the water with glossy accents, but those eyes, those turtle's eyes, they just look like he misses you, right? And I wanted to pop some silly eyeballs, those, what do you call those eyeballs that move around? Are they called silly eyeballs? I don't know what they're called. But I have a bunch of them. Of course I do, in every color. Of course I do. I wanted to stick some of those on there, but then I thought, well, the glossy accents. I think the glossy accents would be perfect for this. And even though I do all the tricks, and I suppose you guys do too, I do all the tricks with this glossy accent when I put it away. I make sure that I've cleaned the tip off. I even blow air into it. I do everything. And now, off camera, I'm pulling the cap off of it to see if there was something stuck in there, and I could find nothing. But now when I squeeze it, look, it comes out. Happens every time, every single time. Which is why I don't grab for my glossy accents on camera so much, or at all, really. But again, this year is about using, touching, feeling, keeping only the things I love, and getting rid of the rest. So I used it today. And I'll let you know what I think about it after it dries. Right now, I like it. Not going to lie. All right. So I thought about those little hearts on this sentiment, right? I thought I could add a couple of hearts, maybe around, or at least one on the white paper where the frog was, or add 3 up by the sentiment. I'd like to do 3s or 5s. So I decided here that I would do the same ink, the black ink, and although I really wasn't sure where to put it at this point still, so I added my little heart to the corner knowing that that would be easy for me to grasp that tiny little thing I'm using. And I almost did it. I almost put it right there. I really did. And then I thought, I don't know. And looking at this card now, I think it would have been cute. Really cuter than what I did. But I didn't do it. It would have been cute. Okay, so I'm moving the heart over to the other side because I realized if I did do the hearts over here, which I committed to, I would be hitting that little black circle and that would cause me to make a mistake. All right, so you're noticing that the black isn't really doing so great, right? I didn't think about this. All that pigment ink plus all that white pigment ink that I laid on top of it is sucking that black right in. Do you see it? You can see it right before your eyes. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I really am. Now I'm going to come in and I'm just going to add a little glossy accents on top of it. So it really looks like I wanted that to be an embellishment. And I am going to call that done. I am going to call that the card. What do you think? Not bad for some stuff that was laying around, not being used for a long time. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Here's a close-up, and bye!